In a world where one man would face off against one dessert 3 times, both of the first 2 times the one dessert came out on top over the one man each time. The third time the one man got revenge for the other 2 times that the one dessert bested him. That one dessert became the one man's greatest victory. That victory was flan. Third time's the charm, so let's try and make a flan and let's be successful this time. So I haven't had a ton of luck with my flan in the past, and I've been pretty open about my failures. This time I've got it and I nailed it and it came out perfect. We have 1 cup of granulated sugar in this pan over a medium heat with a silicone spatula. We're going to melt this down. It's going to take several minutes to do that. Sugar has to melt fairly slowly as it goes. You can't rush it. Once it gets to this point, just keep cooking, keep stirring, don't stop. If it starts to smoke, pull it from the heat, turn your heat down. Heat management's the biggest thing you'll have to deal with this. Once it turns completely clear and you don't see any more lumps, you're ready to pour it in your container. I'm using 6 individual ramekins for this, kind of restaurant style. They sell a big pan that you put this in. You make one big one. It makes kind of like a flan pie sort of thing. But this is the wonderful syrup that you get when you flip over the flan. This has to cover the entire bottom of whatever vessel you're putting the custard in. So just keep dividing equally. You cannot put too much in. It simply won't melt in there, and you'll get just the amount that melts, and it's the right amount every time, so don't worry about that too much. The caramel does cool very quickly, so you have to move fast. Moving on quickly, nice segue, we have our sweetened condensed milk. We have our 1.25 cups of milk, or heavy cream, or half and half. We have 4 eggs at room temperature and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now put this in the blender, and you want to blend this up until it's just blended. You see a lot of the sweetened condensed milk stuck to the side of the blender. When that starts to smooth out, you know you've got it done, but you don't want to get it too far because you'll get air in it. Now, to prevent a lot of that air, what I'm doing here is putting it through a sieve to kind of break that up, break up the bubbles, break up any lumps. That ensures a smooth flan. This is an extra step that you may not need, but it's insurance, so what the heck. Just get all the yummy goodness because it's yummy and it's goodness. Now we're going to put these in our containers. We have 6 individual ramekins here, so I have to divide them equally amongst that. If you're just doing one flan, just pour the whole thing in, the big, large flaneria thing. But I started with half and see how much I have. You can always go back and fill it up. You want them about equal so that they cook evenly. That's kind of important so that you don't get one that's under and over and that kind of stuff. So just measure them up as best you can. When you're done with that, put the foil on them. You want this wrapped tightly so that you don't get any water or anything else in there. It's going to mess with it. So cover them tightly before they go into the oven. This is kind of a... Now, going in the oven, we have our pan in there that will hold all 6 of our ramekins. I filled it half full of water, and it's been preheating the oven for about 45 minutes to an hour, so it's nice and hot. You can see the steam. Now, put these in here gently. Do not splash the water around. It can burn you, and the water hitting the glass can make the glass explode on the oven door. That gets expensive. Don't do that. So yeah, no water on glass oven door. As you're pouring in the rest of your water to make sure you get this as high as possible, again, no water on oven door. This is just a little tip, but do what you want to do. Now, our flan's been in there at 350 for an hour and 15 minutes, and it is done. It's time to get it out. Couldn't get the camera angle right to show that. I used a cookie sheet to load them 2 at a time onto it to get them onto the counter. Again, no water on oven door. This is what they look like when they're done. They look perfect. They're amazing. They rose a little bit, but not much. We're just going to let them sit on the counter for 1 hour before they go in the fridge for about minimum of 4 hours, or overnight is better. One trick with doing this with ramekins is they are hard as heck to get out. So we heat the ramekin a little bit by putting it in some hot water for about 30 seconds. This is a pretty simple, self-explanatory step, but you want to make sure that you rinse or dry the ramekin off so that you don't get any extra water into anything, because water is not as delicious as melted custard or sugar. So just leave the water out of it. Wipe that off, and we're going to stick a knife in the edge around there to free it from the sides. This is a step that really is specific to the ramekin version of this. So try not to tear up the edges too badly. Just run it around. Start at the top and generally work your way down. You're going to take a couple of passes going a little bit deeper each time until you get all the way to the bottom. And once you've done that, it's going to be time to flip this sucker onto the plate. Now this is the magic moment, the Hail Mary thing here. You put it there, give it a couple magic taps, hit it with the knife, just hoping, coaxing it, praying that we have flan. And a couple of taps, it's flan. Oh yeah, look at that. It is perfect. You've got that wonderful sweet caramel syrup all over it. There's a little bit that's still in the ramekin, so we're going to drizzle that out because we made it. We might as well eat it. And there you go. That is flan. It's delicious. It's amazing. It's a fun dessert, and it's great at parties because everybody gets their own when you do it this way. I thank you for watching. I'm just glad we finally have a successful flan video, and we can move on to something else now. So I will see you on the next one. Thanks so much. Bye.
Hey, you there. Yeah, I'm talking to you, buddy. Did you know that most of the people watching these videos are not subscribed to this channel? You know how much they're missing out on? You can't even hit the notification bell unless you're subscribed. That's crazy. You gotta hit the button. I mean, not that button. No, not that one. That one. There you go. That's the button. All right, hit the bell. Then you're gonna know when the videos come out and all that good stuff. You're gonna love it. But that's all I got for now because hey, gotta go now. Train's coming. See you later. Bye.